us having a bit of fun. So go and grab a cuppa, join in with the laughter with all your favorite comedy chums. They say two's company and three's a crowd, but with four you never can tell. We haven't got a clue, so we'll just assume that four's a crowd as well. Four's a crowd.
Hello, welcome to Four's a Crowd, the comedy panel show that's more fun than a trip to Bournemouth Beach on a 32-degree Thursday afternoon. But continue watching at home. If you're on board, please comment, like, share, get involved with the fun, and join in with the quiz. Welcome our team captains, as always. We've got the fantastic Simon Emmanuel.
Hello, Drew. How are you, mate?
Not too bad, thank you. How's your week? How have you been this week?
This isn't funny. I've been looking after my nan this week because she's not been very well. She had a stroke. She's fine now. She's home. But what I did realise was the family dog was a bit grumpy. And I'm starting to wonder, is it because the dog doesn't understand medical terminology and he's heard someone's had a stroke and he hasn't and he's just jealous? I don't know. But she's fine. My nan is brand new. She's on the mend. God bless her.
And who have we got joining us this week, Simon?
I've got the fantastic Lucy Orchard.
Hello.
Hello, Lucy. How are you?
Very well, thank you very much.
How have you been coping during this never-ending extended period of lockdown?
Well, it's I've had an anxiety attack going to the co-op, so I'm sure going out into the bigger world, I'll be fine.
Which co-op was it? Was it a small, a medium, a big co-op?
Absolutely tiny, and I had my plastic shield and my face mask on, and I was the only person out of the entire place that had any PPE. And because I had PPE, people could come into my space because I'm safe.
So if anyone at home's got any advice on how Lucy can broach the big shop, I know Chris is a fan of the big shop, please get involved and let us know. Chris, how have you been this week?
Oh, lovely. I've just got back from the beach. Had a lovely day. A little bit crowded for my liking. I don't know if the council can do anything to sort that out.
And who have we got joining you this week?
I've got the absolutely fantastic Louise Lee.
Hello.
Hello, Louise. Back for the second week, a returning victorious champion from last week.
Glutton for winning. Yep.
How have you been this week in the interim, between shows?
Yeah, sweaty and sweary in equal measure. One letter difference.
So anyone watching at home wants to get involved, say hello, join in, and we got Johnny White. Hi, Johnny. How's it going, mate?
Hello, Johnny.
And Simon's unofficial third teammate, April Louise Wilcox, his sister.
Hey, April.
So round one, as always, is absolutely buzzing. Our contestants buzzing with a sound, answering quick fire questions to build some points and start the show. Simon, what's your team's sound effect going to be? Louise, what's your team's sound effect going to be this week?
It's a bit super sensitive, this button.
And it's a sort of cartoon frog noise, a boing.
Yeah.
Given the discussions we were having before the show, I'm surprised you've got such a sensitive button, but okay.
If anyone at home is wondering what that is, we cannot say it was before the show, sorry. And Simon, what's your team's sound over this week?
My team's buzzing noise this week is going to be Patrick.
So, question one. I'll get your fingers on your buzzers ready.
Hang on, Drew.
Sorry, Chris.
I haven't got a boingy, springy button like Louise, so I've got a noise as well. And as you know, I've abandoned comedy and am now making my way in the world as a social media influencer, which is why I want to tell you all about a drink that makes me feel like me, but on a really good day. And my noise this week is Barocca.
So, before we start round one, Ray Turner's got a bit of he coined a new phrase, squirty. There we go. Thank you for that, Ray. So,
I've got a sweaty keyboard.
So, question one. As of this week, what is no longer on TV every day at 5 p.m?
Crackerjack! Oh, sorry.
Louise? Lucy? Sorry, Lucy.
Property shows. Because my parents come home at 5 and I don't want them to think I'm ever moving out.
Louise?
I just said crackerjack.
That's correct. Crackerjack hasn't been on for about 30 years at 5 o'clock. I think that's about right. Chris?
Is it because of the whole blackface controversy around Little Britain? Matt Lucas is no longer allowed to do his popular bumbling Boris character that he's taken from sketch success to actually leading the country, but not doing it every day at 5 o'clock for the nation, and now they've taken it off.
Yes, that is the right answer. 1 point for Chris and Louise. Question 2. Which international sporting events have been moved from 2020 to 2021? Simon?
Is it the international steal a fiver from your nan based in Swansea, Penlan?
Chris?
Is it River Dance?
Well, I think I'm still going ahead by the Taff, I think, this year. Louise?
It's the International Crazy Golf Championship in Hastings. It's due to take place on the 7th of June. Sadly, moving to the 2021.
It's Euro to 2020 and the Tokyo Olympics. Question 3. What should have celebrated its 50th anniversary this year?
To Patrick.
Simon?
My parents' failed marriage.
No comment, Lucy?
I don't know. Is it Jim or Fix It? No, it's a couple of years ago. No, I
That
don't know.
could be the answer to question 1 as well, I think. But no, it's not. It's not. Chris?
Is it Tory cronyism?
No, that's going to go on forever and ever and ever and ever, unfortunately. Danny French has decided
Danny knows it.
It's Glastonbury. Well done, Danny. Point for Danny. And also a Forza Crowd mug can be sent to you, Danny, for getting that one right. Question 4. Fill in the missing word. Stay alert. Stay safe. Stop the... Louise.
Stop the pilot, fly my balloon. By Joan Armatrading. Aren't you enjoying my at least 30 years old cultural references this evening?
Absolutely fine. Keep them coming. They're my
The
favourite.
character I'm coming as is someone quite old.
Chris.
Is it Stay Alert, Stop the Cavalry by Jonah Louis?
Chris having a 30-year-old reference off with Louise. Lucy, I can see you go like that. I'm assuming that's a noise. Lucy?
The patriarchy. Except for you three, because you three are really nice and I'd love to come back.
Yeah.
That is the right answer. That you saw the patriarchy apart from Drew, Chris, and Simon. So
I know what it was. Oh, sorry. We finished the question. I didn't hear. Sorry.
So the scores after round 1 are Simon's team 1, Chris's team 1.
Oh, here we go. Close again.
So round 2 is caption round. Caption the image. People at home, our contestants will think of a caption for the image displayed on screen. As an audience, please vote on your favorite caption to gain the points. Our first image for this week is this one, image 1. Simon.
Is that man on the phone to a clinic in Turkey saying, look, the head transplant's definitely gone wrong?
Chris.
Is he saying, oh, I'm really embarrassed about Gary posting about chimp lives matter? No one's saying chimp lives don't matter, Gary. That's not what it's about. What we're going to look ridiculous. What the humans have been saying? What they've been saying? All lives matter. Oh well, I feel a lot better. What a bunch of pricks.
Lucy.
Is it? Sorry, Johnny. We've booked influencer Chris Choppings for the next PG Tips ad.
Louise.
I wrote zoo stars react to news that it is safe for them to go back to work.
Winner for that one is Chris. 2 points.
Hey, well done, mate.
Thank you.
Image 2. Simon.
Is this the last Facebook post from the Free Pigs with the caption, everything's back to normal. We trust them again just before he blew them into oncoming traffic.
Chris.
Sorry, Drew. I seem to be having a bit of an issue. I can't actually see picture 2. I think I'm just seeing a hallucination brought on by the heat.
Louise.
Oh, look, here comes David Cameron's birthday stripogram.
Lucy.
Is it Hell's Angels start doing World Book Day?
Audience votes for image 2. Lucy.
I had a really clever thought, and can I just see if anybody gets it?
Go for it.
It's popular Christmas snack, Angels on Horseback, gets an update. There's so nearly a joke in there, isn't there? But pigs, I don't know. Hell's Angels, it's like, oh, no, sorry. If you think about it for ages, it becomes almost funny.
Well, we'll possibly revisit that towards the end of the show and see how we're getting on. And finally, image 3. Chris.
Nation furious as Piers Morgan breaks social distancing to enjoy custard pie with friends.
Simon.
Is it after finding out Piers Morgan is diabetic, Harry Hill does the whole nation a favour?
Nice.
Louise.
Ratings rise as Piers Morgan replaced by sentient flan.
And Lucy.
Harry Hill versus Piers Morgan. There's only one way to find out. Fight!
Oh, nice.
And audience, the winner of that round, Louise.
Hey.
Fantastic. So the scores after round 2 are Simon 3, Chris's team 5.
Whoa, got some catch up to do.
Nice one. Just in this gap, I just want to say, with this heat, it's important to make sure you're wearing your sun cream. I like to use Hawaiian Tropic. It smells as good as it feels and gives you that silk hydration you need in this weather.
Round 3, as always, is whose life is it? I'll read out some humorous stories from our guests' lives. Our opposite team has to guess who it belongs to. This week, a little bit extended. We got 4 stories this week. But story 1 is for Chris and Louise. Whilst working at a production for a band, a fan was harassing me to get a t-shirt signed by the band. But I knew the band didn't want to do any signings on this occasion, so I coyly and carefully signed it myself, handed it back, and the member of the public was none the wiser. It's an interesting story, in some ways a cruel story, but who does it belong to?
Oh, which band was it?
I don't know.
Oh, you're not going to catch them out like that.
I know. Worth a try.
Who are our options? Does this include Drew as well?
Yeah.
It does include me, yes.
Okay.
Well, it did include Drew until you asked
It
the
did
question.
include me.
and he said, I don't know.
Yeah. Chris, I was easily tricked by Chris then. He hypnotized me with his lovely floppy hair.
That is how it's done.
I think I could see Lucy on a sort of rock and roll sort of tour help capacity.
Yeah, I also know she can drive a big vehicle. So
this is what I'm thinking, like getting all the gear in the back of her truck or van or whatever, and around the country, and then dealing with.
Also, she's looking really peed off
because it's not a van.
Oh, okay. I didn't say van, did I?
What is a minivan? What is it? Like one of those? It's like
I think it's a Vauxhall Zafira.
People carrier. One of those mummy wagons they have. Sort of a Ford Galaxy. What are we talking?
Anyway, for that reason.
Yeah, we think it's Lucy.
Lucy, person whose story belongs to, please reveal yourself. Was Lucy. Lucy, tell us more. Was that a cruel thing to do, or were you being cruel to be kind?
It was every day for about a week when I was working at a festival before I became a truck driver. And he came in with this T-shirt, he begged for it. And the band weren't even on site. And I knew that when they were, they came in, did the gig and went. There was no way. And he started keep going, oh, it's my daughter's favourite band. And in the end, I was like, I left hand, just made a splidge and just sort of went, there you go.
I can't think you're the first, and you won't be the last. I think that's probably quite common. I reckon.
I'd like to know. I'd like to find out the statistics on that. What percentage are actually signed by band members?
I know that a lot of the Beatles were signed by like people in the fan club. A lot of Beatles merchandise is signed by this woman.
Well, otherwise Ringo Starr would still be sat there now, wouldn't he?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh, and certainly
It will be cost.
I know that some bands that they learned to do each other's as well. So they would just do all four.
I know that Samuel Jackson and Lawrence Fishburne sign each other's merch because people are stupid enough to go up to them and go to Samuel Jackson, I love you in the Matrix.
So, Sony 2 is for Simon and Lucy. I was once at a party with Mark Owen from Take That. I commented to my friend after far too many cocktails how short he was, but he heard me and he turned around and said, I've also got years. It's an interesting story. It's a mildly offensive story to poor old Mark Owen, but who does he belong to?
What do you think about this one, Lucy?
Which one? Oh. Who can deliver it with a smile?
I feel like Chris Choppin, you know, as a social influencer, I can see him living quite a celebrity sort of studded life up until this point. So I think he would be the sort of person that would possibly mingle with Take That and possibly play the keyboard if they were a member down.
Well, you know, I've heard he does step in.
But saying that, I'm probably going to go for Louise because I don't know. I just feel like out of the two of them, I feel like Louise would probably be a Take That fan a little bit more a few years ago.
I don't know. I'd say Chris is more likely to be a Take That fan.
But,
I mean, I was a Duran Duran fan. I was a big Duran Duran fan.
I feel a bit left out now.
It's very flattering.
But there's an injury. I didn't consider for a second you would be a Take That fan now or before. That as soon as I heard that, okay. Let's go for Chris. Let's see what happens.
Person whose story belongs to, please reveal yourself.
Ah, no!
What you should have asked yourself is who would be a prick at a party?
We did.
Obviously me.
What else you should ask yourself is who is likely to comment on someone being short? Most celebrities who are notorious for being a bit short are about a foot taller than I am. So
yeah, seems like public consensus. Louise, is partly public consensus here is that you would out a short person in a public party. Louise, I don't know what else to say. Really.
It's weird that I felt the need to tell him because he did obviously already know.
Chris, is that a compliment or a compliment wrapped in an insult away from Ray?
No, I did used to have to get ID'd on my way into my Take That concerts. Which was annoying because, you know, if they hadn't let me in, they wouldn't even know I had anyone on keyboards. So I don't know what they're.
Can I just add that it was not during the Take That heyday, nor indeed during the Take That Renaissance, but very much in the Take That period when he was doing Mark Owen's Celebrity Scooters. If anyone can remember that damn fine series where he and Liam from The Prodigy and Dennis Pennis and various other celebrities went rampaging around Belgium and Holland on mopeds prior to Euro 2000, and they were accompanied by my husband, Paul Stephen, as director on the shoot, which is why I was at the rap party, which is why I had the opportunity to be so rude to him.
Well, the implication there, Louise, is that you wouldn't have been so rude to him at a more successful point of his career.
I wouldn't have got close to him. I wouldn't have got close enough.
At the height of his fame. So, story 3 is for Louise and Chris. When I was a child, I firmly believed that spinach would make me strong like Popeye. I properly guzzled down a big bowl full of spinach, went outside and tried to lift my climbing frame. I couldn't lift it, tripped over and cut my head open on the floor. It's a bit of a sad story, really. A bit of a sad about realization of life. But does it belong to myself, Simon, or Lucy?
Oh, now, I think, Drew has got quite a broad kind of build to him, like he's played a bit of rugby in his time. I could well imagine that as a child, he thought he had Popeye-like strength, fell over, cracked his head, and then has spent the rest of his life working out, building up his biceps so that will never happen to him again.
Whereas I think that Simon looks pretty credulous.
Yeah, no, you've won me round. Yeah, it's obviously Simon. That's absolutely nothing to do.
Oh, we got a few sort of keen audience members this evening as well. Chris, as a team captain, a final answer. Are you sure it's not Lucy? It could be something that Lucy might do.
No, I don't think it is Lucy because, well, she was already the banned one. So I think for the sake of variety, you'd have not.
Also, didn't say provide as many stories as you can. Did it?
No,
the brief says provide me with 8 stories, so you could be right there.
I did send Drew 10, and he told me to stop emailing him.
Well, that could be what catches me out. It's very unlike anyone on this show to go above and beyond. So I think it's Simon.
Well, Simon's sister also thinks it's Simon as well. So let's find out.
Hang on. Can I just say, every week, Simon's sister comes on here, pitching in, cheering him on, helping him out. I really wish my sister could be free to come on and cheer me on, but unfortunately, she's far too busy running Glow Within, a Facebook group where you can get body shop items at brilliantly affordable prices and feel good about yourself.
I told my brother to tune in tonight to help get the points, but hello, you can't count on men.
Is he also helping to promote body shop products?
So, Chris, final answer, Simon. Person who belongs to, please reveal yourself.
Yeah, it was me. I don't know if you can see the scar there on my eye, but that is from falling headfirst into the climbing frame. But what had happened was I munched my spinach down and I run out and lifted the climbing frame up like that and then nearly passed out and fell forward onto it. I mean, I didn't learn my lesson. Just last week, I walked down some spinach and tried to have a cage fight. So I've not learned my lesson at all. But yeah, it was me. Ridiculous.
We've got some news, Lucy, about where your brother might be tonight. But apparently that's a lie, because here he is.
Hey!
That was good timing there. So finally, story 4 is for Lucy and Simon. I was once accosted on a walk home from a night out by a man who claimed to be a vampire. He demanded I either give him my money or my blood. I politely told him I didn't have either on me, and he left me alone. It's a very bizarre story. It's a true story, but who does it belong to?
Which one looks more skinned?
I love that. I love that story. I want that to be Louise, but then I think if we're working it out statistically, there's already one story gone Louise's way, so it's going to be.
Just going to say, women do try harder. We do try harder.
Right. I don't know. Who were you thinking, Lucy?
Who would have? I think that Chris is more likely to not have any money on him, but I think Drew's more likely to tell someone to.
to not have any blood. To not have any blood.
What we're going to work out is which one out of the 3 has no blood in their system. That's essentially what we're doing here.
Or who is the quickest at running?
I'm going to take a guess on this and go. Actually, I'm going to leave it to you, Lucy. Who do you want to guess for?
I'm going to say Drew.
Okay, Drew. We're going Drew.
Person who the story belongs to, please reveal yourself.
It was me. It was at about 4 a.m. and I have to say, I didn't. No, I was very nervous of this guy, and he didn't leave me alone. I did some tactical running away. Is what happened. But I have to say, this is the first time my story has been used in about 10 weeks of doing this. And I've been doing a live panel show every week now, all this time, and I felt quite relaxed about it. And nothing has made me more nervous than the idea of having to come up with a second gently amusing anecdote.
So the stories after round 3 are Chris and Louise 9, Simon and Lucy 3.
Oh no!
But it's all to play for with our final round, which is a video round, kindly produced by Mr. Gwyn Jones, friend of the show. A little bit different this week. Gwyn is going to tell us an amusing anecdote. Pay attention. People at home, pay attention too. After we watch the video, I'll ask you some questions. Could be something relevant, could be something quite obscure. Take your time and let's hear from Gwyn.
Well, my goodness me, it must be that time of week again. Well, hello to everybody at Falls of Cloud. Gwyn Jones here. Join me in my garden, just enjoying the sunshine. Taking in a few rays. Hello, Ray. I know you're watching. And hello to April as well. April and Ray. Should be April and May, shouldn't it? But of course, she had that horrible accident. Still, June is around the corner. June? Nice. Yeah. I've been thinking a lot about ex-girlfriends. Reflecting on my times. All the loves I've loved and no loves I've lost. There was Louise, afraid of mad fat peas. Sue found it very hard to chew. Sean, who kept a sister in a barn. Yeah, of course, it was this wonderful game we used to play in school. I never forget this game. If you fancied a girl or a boy, a girl is a boy, a boy is a girl. Yeah, I know these days you can end up. Good luck to you all. I remember in this particular game, Susie Daniels, girl who stole my heart and stole my crayons as well. But Lucy, whose next door neighbor, was Chris Agabusi. And Barry and Gary, the experimental.
Hey, Bonnie Gwyn is quite difficult to understand when he's had a few drinks. So thank you for that, Gwyn. And sorry he's a bit inaudible there. Question 1 is for Louise and Chris. What colour was Gwyn's tie?
Oh, it's hard to focus on what he was wearing or doing or saying. It's something quite hypnotic about him. It was like having a sort of kindly uncle read you a bedtime story, and by kindly I do of course mean off-putting.
His hair made of a mop.
It's impressive, isn't it? It's almost like Starbeck, if any Welsh learners from primary school remember that. The very silver-haired Welsh language programme from primary school. Sorry, Louise, I think I feel I excluded them by answer. Yeah, sorry about that.
I can tell you all about Grampian television if you like in the 70s. Inverness Caledonian 3. I think it might have been. I'm feeling like a pinky colour, pinky red, maybe.
It's probably just the heat. I wouldn't worry about it. Anyway, we got one question. Oh, Danny seems quite confident. Yeah, a pinky reddy. Is burgundy a pinky red?
I don't know. That could be a red herring there from Danny. She is a little bit. Untrustworthy on occasion when it comes to false answer.
The thing that's making me hesitate is that his drink was often held in that tie place.
I
in the absence of another guest, I'm going to suggest with respect that we just try that.
All right. Yes. Well, with respect, I'll go. Yeah. Thanks. I don't know any better. Yeah. We'll go.
Yeah.
With
I mean, just let's get it over. That's what I'm thinking.
yeah.
Pinky, ready, burgundy.
Yeah.
Pinky, ready, burgundy. Yes, it was red. 1 point for Chris and Louise. Lucy and Simon, who is just around the corner?
Oh,
Lucy knows. I like that. She put her hand up as well. So
Lucy, go for it.
Simon, was it June?
It was June. Yes, June.
It was June. It was June. Chris and Louise, where did Sean keep her sister?
I know this.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Oh God. Where?
It's in a barn.
It is, yes. And disclaimer to everyone at home, just because it rhymes doesn't mean it's okay to do that to your sibling. Yes, it was in a barn. Final question for Simon and Lucy. What did Susie steal from Gwyn?
Oh, Lucy, got it.
Is it his crayons and his heart?
It was, yeah. I'm gonna give you 2 points for that, Lucy. That was yeah. It was his crayons and his heart. So after our sort of slightly quiet round 4, the final scores for this evening are Simon 6, Louise with a whopping 11.
Smashed it.
Yeah.
There we are. A bit late there, Kaz. That's fine. No problem. That question was about 5 minutes ago, but we appreciate the comment all the same. Yeah. So, Lucy, first time on the show, but you're going to be leaving us. You didn't get to be victorious this week, but did you enjoy the experience of Forza Crowd?
I did. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and great winners. Lou, you're a darling.
And you'll get a Forza Crowd mug in the post, so send me your address after the show, and I'll get that out to you. Yeah, all our losers get a Forza Crowd's mug now.
Oh my God, but we have to come back.
Probably it's better to lose, but there we are.
I'm a regular. I have to come back even when I lose.
Oh, the agony.
And Louise, I can tell you're looking forward to coming back again next week.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, as long as, What's the date next week?
Thursday.
Yeah. Yes, that's the 2nd. Yeah, that sounds fine. Yeah.
Fantastic. If it's bad, just lose. If it's not a good day, if you just lose on purpose, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
And Chris, victorious
captain.
captain once again. Chris, any sort of gracious words in victory here?
I'd like to graciously say I'm going to go and put a fan on, and I'm going to be very gracious about it. Graciously hope it gets some rain or some wind or something. Is that gracious? I don't know. Too hot.
So, congratulations to our winners, commiserations to our losers. Thank you very much for everybody watching at home. We've had quite a lot of comments this evening. It's been quite a busy show, so thank you for that. We'll see you all again next time, and I say good night. Thank you very much to Joke Pit. Good night, everybody.
Bye.